Them like never before. Centrum Multi-Gummies. See gummies in a whole new light.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
If you're an adult with type 2 diabetes and your A1C is not at goal with certain diabetes pills or daily insulin, your doctor may be talking about adding medication to help lower your A1C. Ask your doctor if adding once-a-week Tanzium is right for you. Once-a-week Tanzium is an injectable prescription medicine that may improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes, along with diet and exercise. Once-a-week Tanzium works by helping your body release its own natural insulin when it's needed. Tanzium is not recommended as the first medicine to treat diabetes or in people with severe stomach or intestinal problems. Tanzium is not insulin. It is not used to treat type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis and has not been studied with mealtime insulin. Do not take Tanzium if you or your family have a history of medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you're allergic to Tanzium or any of its ingredients. Stop using Tanzium and call your doctor right away if you experience symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, which may include itching, rash, or difficulty breathing. If you have signs of pancreatitis, such as severe stomach pain that will not go away and may move to your back, with or without vomiting. Or if you have symptoms of thyroid cancer, which include a lump or swelling in your neck, hoarseness, trouble swallowing, or shortness of breath. Before using Tanzium, talk to your doctor about your medical conditions, all medicines you're taking, if you're nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant, and about low blood sugar and how to manage it. Taking Tanzium with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects with Tanzium include diarrhea, nausea, injection site reactions, cough, back pain, and cold or flu symptoms. Some serious side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney failure. Ask your doctor if adding once-a-week Tanzium is right for you. Go to Tanzium.com to learn if you may be eligible to receive Tanzium free for 12 months. Make every week a Tanzium week.
Benny's the oldest dog in the shelter. He needed help all day, so I adopted him. When my back pain flared up, we both felt it. I tried Tylenol, but it was 6 pills a day. With Aleve, it's just 2 pills all day. Now I'm back.
Aleve, all day strong.
Rolling Stone calls Disney Pixar's Inside Out uproariously funny. Forbes says it's spectacular, one of the best pictures of the year. And Variety raves it's the greatest idea Pixar has ever had. Disney Pixar's Inside Out. Friday in 3D. Rated PG.
Local pastors facing the question of carrying guns in the wake of the massacre at a church in Charleston, South Carolina. What they're saying about their security next at 7.
These pastors here crooks.
As the president looked for words to comfort the nation today, he found them in a eulogy delivered by a preacher. Dr. Martin Luther King spoke after 4 young black girls were killed in the 1963 bombing of a Birmingham church.
And so, my friends, they did not die in vain. God still has a way of wringing good out of evil. History has proven over and over again that unmerited suffering is redemptive. That in spite of the darkness of this hour, we must not despair. We must not become bitter. Nor must we harbor the desire to retaliate with violence. Life is hard. At times as hard as crucible steel. It has its bleak and difficult moments.
But the question is, God,
Why?
why? Somebody want to know why.
Yes, Lord. We need you, Lord. And if one will hold on, he will discover that God walks with him and that God is able to lift you from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope.
That's right.
Transform dark and desolate valleys into sunlit paths of inner peace. And no greater tribute can be paid to you as parents, and no greater epitaph can come to them as children, and where they died, and what they were doing when they died. They died between the sacred walls of the Church of God, and they were discussing the eternal meaning of love.
Dr. King had a favorite quote that he repeated often. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. We learned today that the arc is longer than we hoped. The end is not in sight, but the direction is clear. For all of us at CBS News in Charleston, South Carolina, and all around the world, good night.
You're always in charge.
Here's to summer.
Here's to Papa Lowe.
Believe in yourself, Woohoo! Pretzels. It's what all the cool kids are wearing. School's out. Summer's in. For $5 and below. $5 below.
Just go!
Dr. Michael Menon. I'm a cardiologist and the Chief Medical Officer of Chippenham Johnson Woods. The American Red Cross is the sole provider of blood products to our hospitals in Richmond and the surrounding area. The average transfusion requires about 3 pints of blood, but a trauma victim can use up to 10 times that many. The American Red Cross needs 400 donations a day to meet the needs of our patients. You can help by hosting a blood drive at your church, school, or place of work.
There is a firm that is ready to help you, even if you can't get to them.
Working for you. CBS 6 News at 7 starts now.
Now at 7, powerful emotions, vigils, and prayer services taking place across the country tonight in honor of the 9 people killed during a mass shooting at an historically black church in Charleston, South Carolina. Good evening, I'm Bill Fitzgerald. We've learned the suspect in that case, 21-year-old Dylan Roth, has chosen not to fight his extradition from North Carolina back to Charleston, South Carolina. He was booked at the Shelby, North Carolina jail and moved to another location just a few hours ago, and that is as he walks. Police say he was arrested without incident in Shelby during a traffic stop this morning. Last night, he was welcomed into a Bible study group at the African Methodist Episcopalian Church in Charleston, and reportedly sat with that group of 13 or 14 people for an hour before he then allegedly began shooting. Our Melissa Hippolyte asked local churches about their security today and tells us what police are saying about the idea of arming pastors here in Virginia.
It can happen anywhere.
Pastor Roscoe Cooper welcomes members of our Richmond family into Rising Mount Zion with open arms.
We're the kingdom of God, so we can't start judging people based upon their color or how they look.
He says the church already has several security measures in place, but he plans to meet with members of his security ministry to review safety plans after a man walked into a Charleston church Wednesday night and shot 9 people during Bible study.
You can be proactive, but you can't always be preventative.
One of the security measures here, 14 cameras to keep track of who's coming in.
We have buzzers on the outside doors.
Cooper says the doors are typically locked, but during Wednesday night Bible study and Sunday services, the doors are open. He says he has no plans to change that policy, and he won't be packing heat.
Do you carry?
I don't.
And why is that?
I don't think that the answer is more guns.
Richmond Police Sergeant Carol Adams, who specializes in crime prevention, says it's up to pastors to make individual decisions about arming themselves.
I cannot advise someone what to do as far as to arm or to disarm themselves. I can advise them to learn how to be safe.
She says churches should remain open despite incidents like Charleston, but they need to have a plan in case of an emergency.
You should be able to execute that plan, and you should practice that plan.
The Richmond Police Department is hosting a church safety forum this coming Saturday starting at 9:30 a.m. It is taking place at the Richmond Police Training Center that is located at 1202 West Graham Road. Working for you tonight in Henrico County, I'm Melissa Hippolyte for CBS 6.
And now take a live look at a vigil. This is images from Richmond's Second Baptist Church on Idlewood Avenue going on right now. It is one of several gatherings in Central Virginia tonight. All folks brought by their emotions the powerful tribute to the victims in Charleston last night. And right now in Central Virginia, it's probably a good idea to be inside. Let's send it over to meteorologist Mike Stone, who's looking at some storms popping up on the radar. Mike?
Yeah, Bill, we've been tracking a few isolated severe thunderstorms the last couple of hours. They've been mainly well southwest of the Richmond metro area. We have a cluster of some pretty strong storms moving throughout parts of Maryland and Delaware right now. Those are missing us to the north and east, but we have these clusters of storms here south of Lynchburg to right west of Emporia. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning just west of Brookneal. That's just outside of our viewing area, but you can see all the lightning there. And we have more lightning with this little pocket of thunderstorm activity that had the severe thunderstorm warning on it just a little while ago. The warning that was for Dinwiddie County and parts of Brunswick County has expired, but I will tell you, this area here by Lawrenceville, that has actually increased in terms of lightning in just the last little bit. We're getting some scans with some hail there and some gusty winds. So if you live in central and southern Brunswick County, keep in mind this storm may still be kind of borderline severe. It'll continue tracking towards the south and east and getting towards the Jarrett area by about 7:18. So some gusty winds, the potential for some hail. On the north side of this, we have a couple rain showers trying to work into the Richmond metro area. They're getting to about western Chesterfield County and then just kind of not making too much more easterly progress. It continues to be pretty warm to hot and muggy. Where it's rained, we're down in the 70s, but it still feels kind of awful outside. We still have a heat index even at this hour near 100 in Petersburg and 102 in Williamsburg. There are more storms in the forecast. We'll talk about that as well as the arrival of the remnants of Bill for the weekend coming up.
That sounds ominous. Remnants of Bill. Well, don't forget to stay ahead of the storm with our breaking news and weather apps. Both are free to download. We have new information tonight about the two people found dead inside a burning car on Richmond's south side. Our John Burkett spoke to the brother of one of those victims.
She does feel at fault because she feels like she shouldn't have been in the United States to begin with.
17-year-old Lonnie Monroy came to America last year with her dad. Her brother says dad left after a short stay to go home to the Honduras, leaving Lonnie with him, both working to help their mom.
Yes, his parents are in the Honduras, but because they don't have, the necessary paperwork, they're probably not going to be able to come.
Tragically, Lonnie Monroy's body and another male's body is found inside a burning car in South Richmond Wednesday night. Homicide detectives, along with forensic officers, on the scene into the early morning hours, collecting evidence.
I got here without anybody really seeing anything. That's the biggest question.
People living near the Hickory Hill Community Center are stunned.
It's nice, it's quiet, it's, the neighbors know each other without getting into each other's business.
And this business, they say, is serious and tremendously sad. Police trying to piece together exactly what happened while Lonnie's small family in Chesterfield grieved the loss. Lonnie, a Meadowbrook High student, loved to dance and hang out with her brother. Their bond broken by a violent ending. The medical examiner's office saying there were no obvious signs of trauma and they are waiting on toxicology reports to determine an official cause of death. Arson investigators will determine the cause of the fire. Working for you in the city's south side, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.
The woman who Jesse Matthew attacked and raped in Fairfax 10 years ago takes the stand for a last time. Matthew pled guilty to the charges. He's going to be sentenced later this year. CBS 6's Laura French was in the courtroom today.
I was deeply moved by her statement.
Fairfax County Prosecutor Ray Murrow describing his witness's testimony.
She didn't want to look at him. She, relives this constantly and just was not comfortable looking at him.
She never made eye contact with Jesse Matthew Jr., the man convicted of raping and trying to kill her outside her Fairfax home. In her victim impact statement, she explained how her life has changed since that 2005 day that started out as happy and ended in a dream she couldn't wake up from. Matthew's victim says she's gone from panic and shock to depression and denial.
A lot of tears back there from a lot of people who fought hard.
And although it took traveling from India and pulling painful memories out of, quote, cold storage to testify against Matthew, his victim says it was important to see to it he couldn't hurt anyone again.
I applaud her courage and determination in finding her justice in this court building today. And I am most grateful for the service that she has given to other victims by her determination.
Jill Harrington's daughter, Morgan, who has been linked to Matthew the night she disappeared, described meeting the victim as wonderful, unlike the man this prosecutor hopes to put behind bars for life.
Even after 30-some years in this business, I still believe most people are good, but some people are very, very bad, and he's one of them.
Jesse Matthew will be sentenced here in Fairfax in October, but as for today, he was immediately transferred back to Charlottesville, where he faces a hearing next Thursday in the Hannah Graham murder trial. Working for you in Fairfax tonight, Laura French, CBS 6 News.
A 3-year-old escapes his house and walks to a local convenience store. We'll tell you what police say he left for. Bellevue beautification, how volunteers are sprucing up the elementary school ahead of the big bike races in September. And take another live look from the Second Baptist Church of Richmond on Idlewood Avenue. A vigil tonight commemorating the victims of last night's massacre in Charleston, South Carolina.
CBS 6 News Ticker, sponsored by Michael & Son Services.
What's an American summer? Fireworks, hot dogs, apple pie, and a 4th of July sale at Patrick Kia.
This week, Patrick Kia is firing off great deals like the 2015 Forte LX for only $215 a month, the 2015 Soul for only $199 a month, and get either the Kia Optima or Sportage, both at only $259 a month. Plus, Patrick Kia works to finance everyone in 30 minutes or less.
And remember, nobody beats a Patrick Kia.
With amazing flavors, like our sweet sriracha chicken, or Hawaiian barbecue pork with kale and apple slaw, and Caribbean jerk chicken with fresh pineapple and mango salsa. New luau sliders at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Good day, milady. I am Sir Camelot, here to save you from another breakfast bore. Wake up those eggs with glorious Spam! See what Spam can do at Spam.com.
We love our pets, but the dog days of summer bring pet stains, dirt, grime, allergens. They get deep into your rugs and carpets.
I'm Joe Hadid, and we want to make your home a cleaner and healthier place to live.
And for a limited time, Joe is offering 20% off any implant rug cleaning.
Our reputation is so important to us. We want to work hard to earn your business, and more important, earn your trust.
Learn more about all the cleaning services Hadid Mercer provides. Go to HadidMercerRugCleaning.com.
Your bed isn't just for sleeping anymore. Sleepy's selection of adjustable bases contour to fit your life. Read, work, and watch TV comfortably. And right now, shop Sleepy's half-price adjustable base sale and save half off select adjustables throughout the store, with a Serta Pivot Up foundation starting at just $5.99. Do more on your mattress with an adjustable base at half off. Now through Saturday at Sleepy's, the only mattress professionals.
What's an American summer? Fireworks, hot dogs, apple pie, and a 4th of July sale at Patrick Kia.
This week, Patrick Kia is firing off great deals like the 2015 Forte LX for only $215 a month, the 2015 Soul for only $199 a month, and get either the Kia Optima or Sportage, both at only $259 a month. Plus, Patrick Kia works to finance everyone in 30 minutes or less.
And remember, nobody beats a Patrick Kia.
A new sunrise, a new day, and it starts with the people you know and trust. Depend on CBS 6 This Morning to get you caught up when you get up. Breaking news.
Tractor-trailer fires causing a traffic nightmare.
Important local stories. Alerts to protect your family. Weather to plan your day.
Probably gonna wake up to a little bit of thunder.
And of course, an easy commute. We know you have a busy life. Let us help make it easier. Start your day off right.
We have a lot to get to this morning.
CBS 6 This Morning, working for you.
A viewer reached out to us on Facebook telling us about a young child found on the sidewalk right outside a Sheetz convenience store in Powhatan. So CBS 6's Sandra Jones went working for you to get some answers.
Well, we met with the sheriff this afternoon. He confirmed to CBS 6 that a 3-year-old boy was found wandering here in the parking lot at this Sheetz gas station off Anderson Highway. Sheriff Gregory Neal says the toddler walked from his home to this location because he wanted a Slurpee. The little boy slipped out of the house where an adult was supposed to be watching him. The 3-year-old was there with several kids, according to the sheriff. Now, deputies returned the 3-year-old to his home. It was a viewer who spotted the child and called police and contacted CBS 6. She says she overheard the toddler tell several men who were concerned about the little boy's safety that he says, quote, "I don't think they want me," end quote. Now, I gave that information to Sheriff Neal. He says that they are investigating and looking into that claim. He says that charges could be filed in this case. Working for you in Powhatan, Sandra Jones, CBS 6 News.
So troubled. As the U.S. Supreme Court's term comes to a close, the court will issue rulings on 20 cases over the next 3 weeks. Today, in a 5-4 decision, the justices ruled Texas is allowed to reject a license plate design that features the Confederate battle flag. The court held that the specialty license plate designs constitute government speech and not private free speech. Law experts say the Supreme Court's decision will likely affect similar specialty plate programs in other states. You may recall Virginia offers more than 200 specialty license plates at the DMV. And another big issue the court is considering, same-sex marriage. It'll rule whether gays and lesbians have a constitutional right to marry or whether state bans against same-sex marriage can remain in place. That decision is not expected to be announced until June 29th or 30th. Mike?
And Bill, we continue to watch some showers and storms, mostly across far southern Virginia. Some of these storms are pretty strong. These aren't going to last too much longer, but we have a lot more thunderstorm activity in the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that as well as a more significant break from the heat. That's coming up next.
CBS 6 Sky Tracker, sponsored by Baugh Auto Body.
Buy a new heating and cooling system, and James River Air will give you a Children's Museum raffle ticket.
For a chance to go to college free. Get smart.
Plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical. JamesRiverAir.com.
The new Jetta and the new Jetta TDI Clean Diesel from Volkswagen. They're both fun to drive. Fuel efficient and affordable. Yeah, the new Jetta has a low starting price, and Bluetooth now comes standard. Wow. Amazing. And the Jetta TDI has a new engine and gets up to 667 highway miles on a single tank. You trying to one-up me? Hey, I'm just stating the facts.
Hurry in and you can get 0% APR for 60 months on select 2015 Jetta models, or at least the 2015 Jetta S for $139 a month.
Summer is here, and at your local Ford dealer, so are big deals. Really big deals on American ingenuity, legend, toughness. It's why more people buy Ford and buy again.